Hi everyone, welcome back to Bullet Journaling with Eva. For September, I wanted my weekly spreads to be more than just planning. I wanted them to be little reminders to slow down and take care of myself. Today, I will show you 4 different mindful weekly layouts, all simple to set up, cozy to decorate, and full of calming details. Let's dive in. And as always, we are going to start with my materials. You will need a bullet journal, I have this one by Tayfossi, and a ruler, brush, a Huhu acrylic markers, Sipa calligraphic pen, Unipin point liners in 2 sizes, and these Faber-Castell aquarelle pencils that I will link down below. You will also need water, and that's basically all of it. Before we even start, I just want to share with you some things. Here is my monthly setup with this wonderful hedgehog. If you missed that one, I will link it here. And here you can see my calendar, spread and my trackers. This is what we designed together last week. And now let's look at what we are going to work on today. First is this weekly setup with the 7 spaces for daily logs. Then I have this How to Instantly Feel Better by healthywe.com. These are basically steps that you can do to feel better. And on the bottom right corner I have this little sleepy hedgehog that will always remind us that rest is important and that we should take care of ourselves. I will start with outlining this hedgehog with my 0.1 Unipin point liner. And while I do that, I would like to ask you to comment down below if you want this spread as a digital product so you can download it as well. I will draw his eyes with the 0.5 Unipin point liner because I want it to be a little bit thicker. And I will use the same point liner to write down days for my daily logs. I had already set up my coffee page where you can find digital products. And so far I have digital versions of all of my drawings for my September weekly setup and also my calligraphy worksheets. You can find the link to my coffee page in description below. While I was talking about where you can find my digital products, I already drew the left side of weekly spread. And now I'm going to color in this little hedgehog. First, I will start with the lightest brown and I will color the whole hedgehog. After that, I am going to add some shadows wherever I want to have shadows. So around the eyes, here where his little face is resting on his paws, etc. Then with this darker brown, I am going to color in just that part where his body is. And with the darkest brown, I am going to add some details, just some smudges of the dark brown. After that, I am going to activate those pigments with water. And I think these colors work wonderfully for bullet journal spreads because you don't need to add a large amount of water and still you can have wonderful spreads. Inside of these circles that I have for each daily log, I'm going to color them in dark red and later I will write the date there. I will quickly just finish drawing my daily logs on the left side of the spread as well. And now I will erase all the pencil marks and color these little circles in red on the right as well. Then I will take my SIPA calligraphic pen SB57 and I will write down those steps that you can do to feel better each day, depending on what feeling you have and want to get rid of. For example, if you are angry, you should sing. And also this is something that I already uploaded to my coffee shop. So if you want to learn how to do calligraphy, you can find some worksheets there as well. I will link them down below. If you are burned out, you should walk. If you overthink, you should write something down. I have this great routine in the morning where I journal for 5 minutes just to get rid of all the things that are overwhelming me, so I can get focused on my day. If you are anxious, you should read. You can find some wonderful reading exercises on YouTube for free, and you can support creators just by subscribing to their channels. Then, if you are stressed, you should exercise. I think this is great because here you have 2 in 1. You are also taking care of your body and you will be happier when you look better. And the last one that I included is if you are sad, you should write down gratitude. I have this habit where I write down what I am grateful for each day in the evening. I think this helps a lot. Then I will just add 2 blocks of this dark red color where I will draw stars. And I will activate that pigment with water as well. And while I am waiting for this to dry a little bit, I am going to focus on some details for my hedgehog. I am using the technique dry on dry, when I am just adding some small details with the same pencil that I used before. And with this Ohuhu acrylic marker in gold, I am going to write down dates and decorate these red blobs that I have there. And the first weekly spread is done. With these offset daily logs, the wonderful gold details, and the hedgehog that is sleeping on the bottom part of the right page. I will just check if everything is dry, and it seems it is, so let's go straight to our second spread. Here we have a lot of empty space to bring calmness into your days. And in the right bottom corner I have this grounding, and I will also add a smudge of red there as well. But I will talk about grounding when I get to drawing my spread. As you can see, I divided my page, each page, into 4 equal parts. So I have 8 equal parts in my weekly spread. 7 of them I will use as my daily logs, and the last one is for grounding. So, what is grounding about? Here, when you open your weekly spread, you should look for 5 things you can see, 4 things that you can feel, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. And this is a great exercise to get centered and grounded in the present moment. And my second weekly spread is done as well. It's really simple, with just a hint of color, and that color is red with some golden details as dates and stars. For the next one, I will be drawing this hedgehog. But I want to have this one as a cartoonish element. Then here I have the space to write down one calm moment of this week. We will start with this hedgehog, and I want this hedgehog to be cartoonish because this reminds me of my childhood, and that also can bring some calmness as well. For daily logs, I just went with a simple setup. Each day has its own frame, and I will just write down the names of each day with a 0.5 unipin point liner, and I will write the dates with the same unipin point liner. The daily logs are pretty simple, and there is a lot of space to write down everything you want to write down. And for this hedgehog, as I mentioned, I want to go with minimal details because I want it to be like a cartoon character. So I'm not spending a lot of time coloring in this hedgehog as I did with the first one on the first weekly spread. Now I will just quickly activate the pigment, and if you are interested in a digital versions of this hedgehog, just leave me a comment down below with the spread you are interested in, and I will draw it on my tablet and share it with you on my coffee page. And yeah, I will just leave it like this. This weekly spread is done as well, with this wonderful hedgehog here and a space to write down something that was really calming this week. And I will just check if this hedgehog is completely dry, and it seems it is. Now it's time to work on my last weekly spread. What do we have here? We have two decorations with hedgehogs, and I will color them with the colors of cosmos. And then I have this little space for a daily gratitude entries, where I will write just one word that I'm grateful for, something that was really specific for each day. And I will start by drawing these little hedgehogs with a 0.5 unipin point liner. And later on, I will use the washi tape to add some details. For this spread, I am using a 9-day layout because there are 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, that are the last 2 days of September, and I decided to just include them here in a single spread. And here I realized that my head is always in the frame, so I just decided to crop that part of the video. It's just me drawing some boxes. And yeah, the drawing process is done. Now it's time to color my hedgehogs. I will color them with this dark red, and with an Ohuhu acrylic marker in gold, I will later draw stars so I have a little cosmos inside of my hedgehogs. I will use this gold acrylic marker to write the dates for each of my daily logs. And here you can see how wonderfully these two colors work together, this gold and this dark red. Now, while we are waiting for this to dry, please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss any of my future videos. And leave me a comment down below if you are interested in digitalizing these spreads and if that can be useful for you so you can print them out and use them in your bullet journal. And it seems that my hedgehogs are dry, so let's look back at what we have created together. First, as I set up this weekly spread, I created 7 offset squares, one for each day of the week. I love this layout because it feels balanced yet playful. At the bottom corner, I draw a little sleeping hedgehog, a reminder to rest and recharge. Around the page, I did mindful steps. Then the second. This weekly spread is really minimalistic, just red circles with golden names for each day. Sometimes less is more and clean pages help my mind feel calmer. On the bottom right, I have space for a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding exercise. The third one, for this spread, I went completely minimalist. Just simple frames for each day, drawn with a point liner. The only decoration is a big cartoon-style hedgehog at the bottom of the page. In the corner, I added a special box for one calm moment of the week. And for the last one, the last spread is made with 9 squares, giving me plenty of space for my daily logs. For decoration, I drew 2 little hedgehogs filled with cosmos patterns. They are small but magical. This layout also includes a space for daily gratitude entries, where I will write just one word for each day. And leave me a comment down below about which of these spreads you would consider including in your bullet journal. And that's it for my mindful weekly setups for September, each one designed to bring a little calm and reflection into everyday planning. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!